Hello, I'm Bryan Hutcheson, Sheriff of Rockingham County and the City of Harrisonburg, and thank you for joining me for this week's segment of the Rocktown Crime Report on RocktownNow.com. Today is Friday, August the 9th, and we have a kind of a different segment we're going to do for you today, a little bit of a county fair preview segment. We're going to cover some items related to the fair, big week next week, real big kind of winding down summertime event, but it's a great time. A lot of things going on. So we felt like this segment we're going to touch on a few key points, a couple of points from our side of things that maybe will be helpful to you. A little bit of information from our side of things that'll hopefully be helpful, as well as some information overall. And I'm also going to share with you what I feel is like one of the maybe biggest hidden secrets, especially if you have kids that like to ride rides. So we're going to close with that. But let's start with a little bit of an overview. We'll get that on the board here now. The overview of some of the events you can see here, kind of the grandstand events, a wide variety of different things that are coming to the grandstand. A lot of good, I think, ticket prices you can still get online. If you want to pre-order, it might be a little bit of cheaper price there, but you either order at the gate, get them at the gate, or pre-order them. But a lot of different events you can see, really Sunday through Saturday. A lot to offer there in the grandstand, not to mention throughout the whole fairgrounds. A lot of things going on throughout the week. These are kind of some of the highlights, but there's many more. We just wanted to put that on there, just to give you a taste of. It's a lot to offer. So come on out and check it out. And then specifically for us, the sheriff's office, we run a booth. Typically, our booth we'll open at about 4:30 every evening, and we'll keep it open till about 8 or 8:30, really until we run out of merchandise. We always set up a table and hand out some stuff for the kids. So if you have kids, bring them on by to see us, and we have a good inventory of stuff that we're going to hand out throughout the week. Actually, we're going to touch on some of those things now. We'll preview our handouts at our booth for you. So on Monday night, we have the official RCSO whistle. And actually, what we have here, this is the official RCSO. We call it the patriotic wristband. We had some of those left over. We handed them out on National Night Out. So if you didn't catch up with us the other day this week for National Night Out, well, we do have some of these. We'll hand these out until we're out of them, the RCSO wristband. But to go right along with that, Monday night we're having the RCSO whistle. You just pop that on there. You're right on. Pop it on there and you go. You got the whistle ready. So that'll be Monday night. On, let's see, Tuesday and Wednesday nights we do balloons. Really, again, we run the balloons until we run out of balloons each night. We have about 500 or so that we do each night, and they're always popular. It's hard, you go into the county fair, you need the balloon, the kids, you tie it to the stroller, and it keeps them happy too. Everybody has a good night at the fair. So Tuesday and Wednesday night we do the balloons. Let's see, Thursday night's the rodeo. And how do you go to the rodeo without the cowbell? We got the official cowbell. We'll be handing those out on Thursday night to go with that rodeo in the grandstand. A great evening there. And then Friday night is always the hats. This is the hat handout night. We have that very similar to the real deal. Boom, locked and loaded. You're ready to go. So 500 of those we'll hand out until we run out on Friday night. And then Saturday, whatever's left, usually by the end of the week, come Saturday, we get a little low on supplies, but we'll open up our booth a little early, and then we'll hand out stuff until we run out. So hopefully we'll you have a little bit to go, but I know we have enough stuff to last through the week. So come see us, especially if you want any of these specialized items. We'll have a lot, not to mention pens and stickers and pencils and other things like that for the kids. But we always want you to come by and see us. So if you're not sure where that is, we're going to pop this graphic on the board for you to look at. This is kind of a very brief overview map, kind of a smaller one, but you can see there the little red star that we kind of have there. That is the emergency services booth, and so that's where we set up every night. You also have fire and rescue that is out of that same building. On the other side of the building's restrooms, and so we're right there by the cattle barns. And come by and see us. Yeah, that's where we'll be. Again, we're set up usually till 8 or 8:30 every evening, and come by and see us there at that location, as well as if you need anything from fire and rescue, we're all right there together and available to help you out if needed. Let's see, a couple things I was going to touch on from our side of it. What really I was thinking is maybe the top two things. One thing that we encounter, I don't want to say it's a problem, but that people maybe need some help from us on is parking. Sometimes whether it's a lost car, whether it's just something wrong with your car, you have lockout. Sometimes people get locked out of the cars, but we'll have a variety of just different issues with the parking lot. When you're out there parking, and sometimes on a busy night, the parking the whole side of the hill is full. Look for our folks. We'll have our deputies on mountain bikes. We'll have 3 or 4 of them riding around, and we'll also have deputies on the four wheelers. And we kind of try to patrol those parking lots, all angles of the parking lots, and just be around. If you see us and need anything, don't hesitate to wave us down. We gotta be every evening we'll be out there looking for anything we can do to help in the parking lot, as well as having our folks inside the facility itself available if you need anything there. The other point I wanted to make, and you can kind of see if you're looking at that graphic we put up a second ago, right by where our booth is the midway. That's where all the rides, a lot of games and a lot of rides, a lot of great activities for kids are in the midway. And a lot of times what happens, probably actually a couple times every night, is we'll have a lost child. And so what we tell everybody there is if your child gets away from you, and we get it, it's crazy, with all those lights and noises, it's easy to have, turn your head one way and then your child isn't, where they were. But come to our booth, right? Just down from the midway, if you go back and look at that map, that's where we tell everybody if your child is lost, come there. Likewise, if you find a child who is lost and you happen to see a young toddler or a young kid walking around, we'll bring the kid to us too, and we'll immediately put some of our folks out to either help, find the parents, find the child, or whatever to remedy that. So it's not, it is a big deal. We understand that, but don't feel awful if it happens, because yeah, I think probably a couple of times every evening it happens. It's just so easy. But come see us. We'll help you find the kid or help find the parents to the kid that you found. So that's a key point that we wanted to touch on relating to the midway. And then my secret tip, or the tip that I think goes maybe not taken advantage of as much as possible, that I'll share with you. So you can pre-order your armbands for the rides up through the 12th. So if you get online, look up Rockingham County Fair, they're having $20 armbands for the ride. So check that out. I think the price goes up after the 12th on that Monday, just coming up here after this weekend. So sometime this weekend, check that out. And then Saturday, the rides start at 1 p.m. And every year, it seems like, they start the rides and everybody's so used to the rides, coming to ride the rides in the evening, that they're not busy. So if you want to ride and you have a kid of the age that wants to ride, get that $20 armband and come in Saturday for lunch at 12 and start riding those rides at 1, and you'll have them to yourself for probably until your kid gets tired of riding them. Whereas, you wait later in the evenings, the lines, you're more time in line than you are on the ride. So that's my tip for the fair. Consider that the Saturday 1 p.m. riding and the $20 armband. You can't beat that deal. But there's a lot of other great things. Check out their website. Check out the things they have coming up. We'll be out there all week. So we hope to see you out there for a great time, summertime fun, county fair. Let's see, next week we're not having a segment because we'll be out at the fair Friday night. Next week, the 16th, is Demolition Derby. That's also a good time. Take the kids out to see that. But we'll be out there, so we won't have a segment next Friday the 16th, and we'll be back with you for another Rocktown Crime Report on Friday, August the 23rd. We'll go over some more summer crime numbers in. But thank you for joining us for this segment, and we'll see you next time.